and welcome back to round 3 of the GT Challenge series here at Circuit Catalunya. The sun is setting and the energy is rising. Join us as we rev up and gear up for what promises to be an exciting race. We're trying to line up top tier drivers and GT cars. We're all set for some on-track action. The twists and turns of Barcelona will be a test of the skills and strategies of all the teams and drivers alike. And with champion points on the line, every position counts. So let's strap in and get ready for some high-speed action. As the sun starts to set here in Spain, don't forget to support the show with a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss a moment of the action. Good evening, welcome everybody on the YouTube chat. I hope everyone's doing well and ready for a good night of racing from all the boys. Obviously round 3 here at Circuit Catalunya. We're just about to head into qualifying here. We're looking at Jan, king of the gin drinkers by all accounts. Strong grid here tonight, 23 cars out on track. Leading the way, no surprise, is Tom Venters of the Sudo Racing team. 40 seconds left of this practice session before we head out into qualifying. And that's not too far behind. Andrew Brucker, Hamza Moreno, Jens Spinalhouse, Alan Brown, Zeman, Rojmat, Ian Chica Thompson and Jeremy Quinton round off your top 10 spots. We got in the live chat Alan Bruce Brown, yo, good luck everybody, and must go faster. We all must go faster, my friend, but it's lovely to see you in. Hard fun, thank you very much, Carlo. Hopefully having a good night, my friend. Raki, finally also able to race skills if I had any complication, I'm afraid. But it's good to have you in, Raki, nevertheless. And Doug there with the fire hydrants. Listen, these are going to be the last couple of laps now from the boys. We head into our session. Without further ado, we're about to head into qualifying. After qualifying, as we head into the session of qualifying, the drivers are aiming for setting the fastest laps as positioning and start the race. Qualifying will be very important here to get the run off into turn number 1 with a tight and narrow track, being Spain. We're looking to the abilities of the driver to find clean space out there on track tonight. Nevertheless, we're about to get ready for this one. That does racing. Let's go. Mad Mac has been super impressive this week. His times have absolutely been bossing it around. So we'll get it on board just as we head into the session. And we'll go around for a lap of Barcelona. I think Raki just coming up and finishing his lap also. Apologise for the mouse button. There is one ordered. This will be Raki, I think, first couple of laps there. Raki, part of the Run DJC racing team. Currently P16 at the minute. Coming across, and I'm sure we'll head into qualifying, where every corner matters. Every second counts. Here we go, into the qualifying session from our drivers. Who is the first out of the pit lane? Let's go and have a quick Lucy. I think that is Rory out on track. Apparently not. Give me a second, because as we've just ticked over, it happened with us last time. Same difference. It's Alan Briz Brown, I think, who's the first one out on track, and it is Alan Brizzle Brown, part of the FRL racing team. Close proximity is Justin, the Minister of Defence. Resident Mod Admin. Good luck all, says Doug Tilley. Good luck to you, my friend. And big love to you, the wife, and the kids. I think just in the background there, that's Andrew Brucker, and I believe that's another McLaren behind him. 2 McLarens. That's definitely Zeman. So I'll have to come and check in. Your audio is a bit low, Jay. I appreciate you letting me know. I will definitely turn it up. Thank you very much, Raki. I think the mic is a million miles away from me, so I don't think that helps procedures. Yo, how are you, Jay? I am bloody well, Des. How are you, my friend? We've got one of you boys out on track tonight, Tom Venters. Look at me saying his name properly and everything. It's great fun. But yeah, Tom's out on track tonight, and the thing is, this is Tom's first race with us in the championship. Obviously, there's 3 drop rounds. We've had 2 rounds already. This is the 3rd. Tom doesn't have any ballast on tonight, so it's going to be a mission for a lot of the boys out there on track to catch someone like Tom. Next up will be the likes of Andrew, Jonathan Clifford, who are all carrying around 16 to 14 kilos, as well as Mr. Seaman with 18. So yeah, it's going to be a hard press to catch up with Tom, but nevertheless, let's go on board with Alan Frizzle Brown as he starts his lap. Let's go from the cockpit cam. All right, heading down into turn number 1 now. This is the quick right-left combination of Elf. Let's see how the Aston Martin driver tackles this stage. Again, tyre pressures will not be what they should at the minute. Well navigated now into this right-hander Renault. You've just got to wait for the car to kind of grip up and then let it slide out. Beautifully navigated by Briz, all within the laws of the game. We head up now into the right-hander of Repsol. Always important to try and hook the inside of this curb. You drift out too wide, it compromises you for the rest of the corner. Now coming up into this very tricky braking zone, into See It now. Looking at the right-hand side for the rubbered-in curb. Always a good one. I can never get it stopped there, but I have to stop quite a bit ahead of that. But he navigates it very well. Now coming into what is known as Worth. Now this is a track limit warning, this one is. This is where most of the track limits will come in tonight. It'll be either here or the last corner, but never well. Navigated well by the Aston Martin driver. Coming around the cancer now. Flips the inside curve, helping him to pull the car and rotate it round. Now heading down into Le Carrière. God, I hope I said that name right. Yellow flag by Jeremy Quinton somewhere around in the lap. Holding on the brakes. I think he just misses the apex there, but nevertheless he'll rev up to go again. Into the tricky left-hander, over the curve and into the Sandoval. Just waiting for that car to rotate. Now into the right-hander of Eurocar. Want to get the car turned right over to the right-hand side into the RSC chicane. Just one more corner to navigate now. Another track limit warning, that one there. Into New Holland and down the start finish straight. This should be the fastest lap until everyone comes over. That was a lap of Circuit de Catalunya with Alan Frizzle Brown, the 738. Oh, fastest laps are coming in. It's thick and fast right now. Swapped over by Andrew Brooker. But again, the first couple of laps from all the boys out on track, so... Never mind, the pseudo racing driver there of Tom Venters. Oh, that was a bad time to come on board with a pseudo racing driver. Nevertheless, he puts it into P1. Zeman 3 temps up at the minute. He's got on board with the 720S driver. What's up, everybody? Mateus, I hope you're well, my friend. Jamie Quinton there in the Aston Martin, coming out of the way of the 720S driver. Very fair. Big improvement last week. I was very impressed with the driving standards, so I have to say thank you to all the boys. And there is. Let's have a look at the personal best delta so we can see who's up and who's down on their laps. Oh, that's not the one I'm looking for. Down the start finish. Next round, hopefully, I'll have my mouse sorted. No cam today. No cams for the championship. I'm obviously a very good-looking chap, so I don't want to take anything away from the stream and these boys out on track. So no cam in the championship rounds. Full attention to all the guys doing their things out on track. It looks like a good improvement from Andrew Brooker. He's also 4 temps up. Rich Horse Rory is also 8 temps up on his lap. Is this going to be an improvement by Mr. Zeman? 2 temps at the minute. Still a yellow flag there. Let's see Mr. Zeman come across the line up into P4. Good improvement. Who's on a lap at the minute? 0.4, 0.5 up. Rory is a full second up on his lap. It behooves us to go over and look at what the Lamborghini Evolution 2 driver is doing. Currently P11, but this should see him improve massively up the grid. Up into P9. Top 10 position there by Rory Horse. It would appear I'm missing liveries off these boys tonight, but it is what it is. Right, next up. Looks like Mark is 4 temps up on his lap, down into P13. Yeah, he's just crossed the line, I believe. Where is he? Went up into P9 of this race. Any improvements out on track at the minute? I'm looking at Jonathan Clifford. Team Freedom tonight. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a rescheduling over the last couple of hours, so Jonathan Clifford's now paired up and teamed with Justin, the German Minister of Defense. So the Lamborghini Evolution driver paired up with the Porsche driver of Justin Pozowski. I think a lot of people's liveries aren't working. They're all in there though, Mateus. They should be. I do have your livery. I'm going to check very quickly. I just want to see what John's time is as he crosses the line here. Is this an improvement up to P11 on track? Lamborghini driver will rev up to go again. Ichiga Thompson 5 tenths up on his lap also, but Alex Brooks is 3 tenths up on his lap. Alex Brooks setting a personal best. That was a purple sector 1, right? It was fastest of any man in the first sector here at Circuit de Barcelona. Across the line. Let's see what Alex Brooks can do. He's been absolutely flying, and there you go. P1, a 43.6 by the BMW M4 driver. His first sector's just been beat, but still has a purple sector 2 time, and his personal best in sector 3 too. It's not on track, but has a yellow flag there. So again, about a 10th there. Mind you, Jan Matheson is on a charge here, it would seem. The man from Denmark. Sounds more English than I do. P3 at the minute, and he's just pulling off there. He'll be trying to try and sort out the setup. Looks like Brooks is flying at the minute. As he exits, I believe that was the cancer coming in down to the run to the Karatza. And I apologise if I did get that wrong. I probably did. So at the minute, as things stand, Alex Brooks P1, Tom Venters in P2, Jan Matheson on the second row of the grid, followed by Andrew Brooker, who's finding time in the last sector here. Hamza Moreno and Andrew Zeman, Alan Brice Brown, Jens Starnhouse, Ramsey Ramirez, and Ian Chica Thompson. They're your top 10 positions, but there are cars improving. 4 tenths now, 3 tenths, lost a little bit through that section, but this is still going to be an improvement for the Porsche driver. Across the line, where does this one put him? He's going to stay in his position with a 44.1. More time in it at the minute. Where is Mercedes out on track? I just want to see if his livery is working. It's not working at the minute. I don't have the one for the Aston Martin. I do have the one for the 720S though. So no improvement yet, but there are a couple of cars that are up on that time. Let's go and have a look at Liam Barker, who did a great race last time around. So just give you a bit of a summary here for the ladies and gentlemen at home. Last time out in Zolder, last week at Zolder, saw Leon Hope secure another victory, showing everyone he is a driver to watch and a serious title contender. The race was filled with excitement, particularly in the second half of the race, where Liam Barker mounted a titanic battle for the last podium spot, chasing down Seaman for third, with Seaman just edging it at the end. Meanwhile, Brooker found himself under immense pressure right at the end of the race from Alex Brooks, who was chasing him down to all the way to the checkered flag. Another standout moment came from a fierce battle between Roger Mack at Sky Blair and the 720S of Chica. And it kept race fans on the edge of their seats. Driving standards were exceptionally high at Zolder, and we're hoping for more of the same this week here at Spain. So have you got any fan favourites in here? Please let us know in the live chat. Do, again, if you haven't already, consider supporting the stream with a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss a moment of the action. I appreciate every single one of you that help out and support the stream in that way. Good evening, everyone. I'd love to join you, says DIRC. I'd love to have you in here, bro. Championship night here from the GT Challenge Series, round number 3. Circuit de Catalunya. Alex Brooks leading the way, but I'll tell you what, Tom Venters is setting purple sectors, it would seem. And never mind, he was just down on that, so yeah, it looked like he'd set a personal best there, but I'll tell you what, let's go on board with Jens Starnhouse now, in the cockpit cam here. Currently 4 attempts up on his lap. Still edging it a little bit. The German driver, the 3-4-2. 5 attempts up here. This could be a big improvement. Currently top of 10 as well on the controller. Jens Steinelhaus. This is going to be huge. This is going to be way into the 44s here. 44.3 perhaps. 44.37. And up into P6. That's a massive improvement from the German driver. Hamza Moreno is also on a lap too. That's not the button we're looking for. At the start of his lap, we'll keep on board with him, however. Gap's getting tight. Jamie Quinton now improving. It looks like Hams have just lost out a bit of time here, so we'll go and have a look at the Aston Martin drivers. Oh, hang on. It just picked up a bit of time there. And lost it through that section of track. Jamie Quinton currently 3 taps up on his lap now. This is the Furrow lover from Liverpool, United Kingdom. Three taps up. Can he finish the lap strong? Again, what we've got in store for you, ladies and gentlemen, is a 1-hour race with a mandatory pit stop with a tyre change thrown in. This race is due to start at 7 o'clock local time in Spain, and we are going to head off into all tonight with a 2 times multiplication. It should see the track starting to get very dark towards the end of this race. Jimmy Quinton, 8 taps up. This is going to be a humongous improvement from him. It's going to put him up inside the top 10, surely. Into PA. What a result. Nobody out there improving quite yet. Nice job by the Liverpool team. At the minute, front row your grid is Alex Brooks, Tom Ventus. Second row, Jen Matheson and Andrew Brooker. Third row of the grid, Alan Brown, Mateus. Fourth row of the grid, Jens Steinhaus and Zeman. Fifth row of the grid, Jamie Quinton and Hamza Moreno. So let me tell you, we've been impressed with all week. It's Rog Mack, currently sat in P14 at the minute. His times have come tumbling down the order as Jamie Quinton pulls off to a side there. He'll be making some last-minute adjustments and setups, no doubt. Yeah, Matheson on a personal best, just dropped the time there, however, and a yellow flag in there. Let's go on board with Mateus Belcher of the Limited Speed Drivers. Oh, a lot of yellow flags out there at the minute. New PB for me. Let's go, Briz. P5 at the minute. Inside the pit lane with 5 minutes to go. Must have thought he's done enough. Looks like Rory improving in the background too, as well as Hamza Moreno. As that Mateus just backing off maybe a little bit in that section of track. So again, those on the YouTube channel, welcome to Circuit de Catalunya, commonly known as Barcelona GP. It's a track prominent with motorsport venue located in Montmeló near Barcelona, Spain. This iconic track spans 2.8 miles, with a total of 16 turns with a mix of high-speed corners and low-speed technical sections. This variety makes it a challenging track for all the drivers and incredibly difficult to find the right balance with the setup. So Mateus is going to wind up and go again, but a traffic in front of him too. Hopefully they all see Mateus coming. Is anybody out there improving? It's Ramirez now. Into the last section. I think a couple of attempts will see him get upside that top 10 position. Surprises at the minute, Jonathan Glover just outside that top 10 position, however, he does have 4 minutes to get this one going for him. In Chica Thompson too, fast last week too, Liam Back and Rog Mack. Justin, David Stoll not been gelling with the track all the week, but bless him, he's turned up and ready to race tonight. A couple of changes that I do want to point out to everybody in the lobby, that all in-game penalties will stand. Nothing will be taken away, so if you get track cuts and get a drive through for it, it stands. You have a pit lane infringement, off the line infringement, it all stands, so please do be aware of that. Andrew Nord improving, Sky Blair in the background improving, Rory still trying to tuck some time in there, Ian Chica Thompson 2 temps up, Ramsey just finding a bit more time in that one. He's still got 1/10 of a second, but Ian Chica Thompson seems to be 3 temps up on his laps. Let's come away from our American driver just as he's at the start of his adventure, though he's just found another 2 temps in there. Chica Thompson looks like he has got pace in him. Let's go, Mateo. Strong qualifying. He's always super strong, no matter the track at the minute. We're keeping on board with Ramsey though, as I did see his delta creep up. 4 tenths. Was that an off-track maybe there? It was cutting it close, but he's still got his foot down. Did lose a little bit of time there. I mean, that cost him 2 tenths in that corner. Setting a green at sector 2 though. Personal. Obviously, if joining us late, the aim of qualifying is just to try and set the fastest lap as possible, giving yourself the best chance to get as far up the grid as possible, heading into turn number 1. Obviously, just finding the space out on track now seems to be quite difficult for the drivers. Remember, they'll rev up to go again. Ijiko Thompson, 2 attempts at the minute. Tom Ventus there. Tell you what, he's setting purple sectors. Gonna have to go on board with him. That's a purple sector 1. He's 3 temps up currently. On board with a Thudu Racing driver. I'd love to know why that camera's doing that. Is this it for Tom Ventus? Could this be the fastest lap of the race? And it's a new fastest lap for Tom Ventus, the number 16 Sudu Racing driver. Fastest sector 2, fastest sector 3, and a 43.4 to boot. Can Alex Brooks reply? Can Jan and Brooker have something to say about it? Stay tuned, we've got another minute to go. These will be the last laps from our drivers. Zenon 3 temps up, Liam 3 temps up, Ijiko Thompson 4 temps up. We've got to look back here. I do not see any improvement coming from Alex at the minute. Liam back at 3 temps up. He needs to get himself up there. Not a lot of improvements at the minute, only from Jan Matheson and Liam Barker. Keep on board then. If you haven't already, do consider hitting the like button. It helps us out massively. Liam Barker just navigating the Sababel and coming into Eurocar now. Can he keep the consistency up? Can he keep the pace up? 2 temps in it at the minute, coming into the rack chicane. 3 temps up. He just needs to get this exit perfect. Has a bit of a bounce there. Coming through New Holland now. I think that time's been lost. That's such a shame from the Liverpool Liam man. Lost the line, but he will get 1 more to go. As well as what I think was Rod Mack in the background there too. 2 temps up in Ijiko Thompson. The Scottish man, and that looks like Brooker's pulling off to a side now. P5 he's going to have to settle with without anybody improving in that sector. This is it. These are the last laps from all the boys in qualifying, so we're just going to watch the people that are improving. Ijiko Thompson, Ramsey Jamirez. Jonathan looks like he's levelling out his own lap. Liam Barker, 3 temps up. It's do or die now for the boys towards the mid and back end of the table. Tom Ventus into the pit lane. Alex Brooks still out there. I'm trying to get some tyre pressures because it'll be interesting. Ijiko move himself upside in the top 10. It was close, and he is P8 at the minute. Where is Ramsey Ramirez and all this? Because he is flying on this lap. It's coming up into the last section. He's just got to keep it clean, keep it classy. 3 temps up as he's coming into the RSC chicane now. Lost a 10th through New Holland. Lost another 10th. I think that time has gone away from us. And it's as you were for the American driver. Back around the finals. Now through New Holland. He does have a 10th in it. Liverpool team man not with any practice this week. 23 on track. And that's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your starting grid for the race. Tom Ventus, A. Brooks, Mateus, the rest of the boys doing their thing. Let's go trackside. Have a look at who We'll be starting there. Looking at Leonberg now. We'll just go and have a quick grid walk down there and have a look who starts where. In this race, we've got Tom Venters. He won of this race, number 16, Aston driver. He's going to be followed up by the BMW driver of Alex Brooks. Super quick last week at Zolder. Moving on to the second row of the grid, you've got Matthias Belcher, the LSD driver, number 83, Aston Martin. Followed by Jan Mapson, the 17 720S driver. Good to see him on track. Andrew Brooker, reigning defending champion, the number 13 Porsche driver there in Bumblebee. Alan Bristlebrown, the 738 Aston Martin driver. P6, P7, Jens Stylehouse, the 342 Ferrari driver. It's a cool livery on there. Ian Chica-Thompson, representing Scotland. Moving back to number 15, OnlyFans livery, Mr. Zeman, Godfrey Donner himself. It's going to be followed up by Hamden Marina, the number 22 Ferrari driver. Let's see what he can do today. Top 10. Followed by Jay Quinn, the number 9 Aston Martin driver. Happy with that with the limited practice he got. Ramsey Ramirez, our American driver, number 18 Ferrari. Coming on to P13, it's a 999. Team Freedom, baby. It's Jonathan Clifford in the Lamborghini Villa 2. Liam Back at the number 8 M4 driver. Limited practice, so I'll be happy where he is. Rog back, a surprise for me in the Batman and Robin's car. The livery is absolutely awesome. Moving back to the championship organizer, Justin Pasowski in the number 44. P60. David Starr, the number 27, that's Rog Mack and David Starr. They're the Batman and Brodgen team. We'll get a look at that as we go through the race. Richard Horse, the 21118 Ferrari. Recce, the 213 Lamborghini Evolution driver. Run DJC, baby. Adrian Nord, Rocky's cousin there, the 150 Ferrari driver. P20. Sky Blair gives us an interesting race over at Zolder. That's number 7 720S driver. Tom Turnstall, the number 98 720S driver, rookie this season, doing a fantastic job. Followed by one of our own, one of the fan favourites, is Doug Tilley, number 46, BMW M4. And I tell you what, we're not too far away from starting this one, 30 seconds. Without further ado, let's just have a look at the track and see what we're getting ourselves in for tonight.
20 seconds.
Got to say a big good luck to everybody tonight as we're coming round on the formation lap. Looking back, Tom Venters was going to lead this one away on the start of the grid. But he's going to be chased down all the way by Alex Brooks, Matthias, Jan Mapson, Andrew Brooker, Alan Brown, Ian Stylehouse, Hamza Marina, Ian Chica-Thompson, Mr. Zima, Jamie Quinton, Ramsey, Jonathan Clifford, Liam Barker, Roger, Justin Pasowski, David Starr, Richard Horse, Recce, Adrian Nord, Sky Blair, Doug Tilley, and Tom Tunstall. Look at me getting the name right. Well, I've got a second in the chat, and while we're about to get this one racing, a quick word from our championship sponsor, BP Tuning. Are you looking to elevate your gaming experience on ACC or in the new Le Mans Ultimate Racing Sim? Then look no further than bptuning.net. As one of the premier setup websites, they offer the very best setup for all the cars in both racing titles, ensuring you have the competitive edge out on track. And that's not all. BP Tuning also provides coaching lessons to help you hone your skills and improve performance. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a newcomer to sim racing, the expertise and guidance will take your gameplay to the next level. You can find all the setup and coaching links to BP Tuning in the description below. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're teaming up. It is 2x2. 1 hour race. It's all to play for. Good luck to everybody out on chat as well. Chris Penrose in the house. Good evening now. Good luck to all the racers. Mr. Swifty J there. F1 manager himself. Unfortunate not to have you out, Mr. Penrose. You'd have been very, very quick here in that 720S. But hello to the Isle of Man driver, as well as the top bus driver, Mr. Swifty J. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is round number 3. Circuit de Catalunya. This is the GT Challenge Series, and this is round number 3 with Tom Ventners to lead us away. We are green and we are go, go, go. A 1 hour race around this tight and twisty circuit. Tom Ventners trying to cover off Alex Brooks. The BMW M4 driver gets a hell of a run there. Jan trying to cover off Andrew Brooker in the background there. The Porsche getting a hell of a start. Are we about to see 3 wide into there? Someone's got to back off. Tell you what. Since hassling, Tom holds it. Mateus up the inside too. Up into Repsol now from our drivers. It looks like Dan's come further forward here. We're going to have a bit of a view here. Tom's leading the way. Mateus not too far behind. Let's have a look on the rear wing and see if we can spot anything. There you go, it's Jan Matheson, Andrew Brooker, Jacob Thompson, Alan Brown, Mr. Zeman, Amza Marina. It's Alex Brooks just down a spot at the minute. It looks like we've got some yellow flags in the back. I don't see it though, because I do see Bruce right there. Hopefully all the drivers have got away safely from this one. And it haven't. Oh, I'm seeing Liam down in P21 there. The race is all to still play for. I tell you what, I think Alex may have lost a bit of momentum there. Maybe a move, Chica and Briz looking very racy, but at the minute, Tom's got his own hands full, I think, at the minute. It's Aston Martin versus Aston Martin. And Mateus is, well, he's not letting this one go, is he? Let's look at the rear wing. Oh, the pseudo racing driver. That's what he's got to contend with. 1 hour race. The pseudo racing boys, super quick. Always very, very fast in this championship. But he gets a good drive out there. Just going to quickly look. Obviously, fastest lap of the race. We'll see them come quick and thin. Into turn 1 there. Fastest middle sector. Last sector, so I apologise. Tom Ventus. Looks like grip levels not what they were. Mateus definitely gets a better exit there, but we all know turn 1 and 2 is just about setting this corner up here. Renault. And just a little further back, let's have a quick look at what is happening there. It looks like Chica, Jens, everybody there, super, super close to each other. And these boys all piled in now. We're looking at Jens now as he has Jamie Quinton behind him. It's super bloody close here. And a little wiggle on there by David Storr just in the background. Obviously still not happy with the setup just at the minute, but he'll get there. Practicing all week. But yeah, ultimately the setup not being where it was. Let's go, Tom! To miss this race tonight, says Peter Van Noller. Hey, all good, man, and Tom's doing a fantastic job as he always does. Does have company though in the way of Mateus. It looks like, oh, that was close from the Ferrari driver. Looked like he'd just outbraked himself in front. And that was a weird one from our perspective. On board with Alan Bristle Brown. Yeah, we just seemed to lose a car there. It was a little odd. Super close battling at the minute. Looks like Jay Quinton's very fast. Justin is hassling, I think, Racky too. Let's have a look at that now. But the Pseudo boys always very well represented in this championship, as we'd expect nothing less from all the guys. Big fan of the Pseudo racing team, the Discord. Daz and the people in it. But yeah, battles all over at the minute. It's in the background there. It looks like Rory's eyeing up a move. My mouse is about to get thrown out the window. Is this a move, perhaps, by Rory? He thinks better of it, but he's super, super close now. So let's have a quick look on track at the positions gained and lost. Let's see the big winners and the big losers from this one. In Chica Thompson, where he should have been, and Zeman up 2 spots. David Starr up 4, a little sandbagger, and Raki also up 4 too. Losers at the minute, Jens down 3 spots, and I mean losers in the nicest possible way. It's just how many spots have lost. Rory goes on the inside. That was very aggressive on his side. He's going to have to hold those brakes. Wait for those cars to come round. Oof. And Mac just in the background there put off 2. We'll have a look at that move just in a few corners, but those boys keep on going. There's a whole race to go. Looked like the move was on. The door got shut. Very aggressive there. Mateus is hunting. He has not let Tom get away with this one. Tom usually sets off the pace, and all you see is a green Aston Martin disappearing into the sunset. However, the limited speed driver of Mateus seems to be a match for him, at least at this point in the race. And Brooks in the background and Jan haven't let this one go yet either. Here we go. There may be a move here. And setting the pace. We're going to have to go TV, broadcast camera, aren't we, with this one? Into turn number 1 now. And is that it? Mateus just getting in the lead of that. Tom tries to switch back. Mateus holds a very tight line, not allowing the Aston Martin for Tom Venters to come back. Tom tries to tuck back in now. The Spitfire Aston flaming from the sides. Officially, Junior Black Neoman. Hello, Troy, my friend. Good to see the Mandem in here. Do hit the like button if you haven't already. It helps the stream massively. Devastar 5 spots now. And let's go, Brooker, says Kiki. Exactly. He's doing well. He was giving us some Jedi mind tricks earlier on in the stream. He had a bad feeling about this one, but in a minute, Matthias Belchet, the limited speed driver, followed by Tom Ventus, Alex Brooks, and Jan. All in close proximity. It's anyone's game right now. We are only 7 minutes into this one. There definitely seems to be a pack evolving. The front 4. With the likes of Brooker still there or thereabouts. These boys just need to start fighting just a tiny bit for the Porsche driver to come back into it. But as I know from personal experience, the number 13 there, Andrew Brooker, the Porsche 992 driver, always starts out a little bit slow with those pressures coming up and then starts to get the hammer down. Nevertheless, P5 and in no danger. Oh, Tom. Jesus, that was super close from the boys there. Tom takes a whole lot of curb there, gets away with it. A little wiggle on by the boys here. That's going to clear, I think, Mateus, just at least into turn 1. Unless that Aston Martin of Tom Venters has nitrogen oxide in it. I do not see a pass happening here. And it looks like Brooks just having a little look as well, so it's as you were just at the minute for the boys. Jamie Quinton hunting down into turn 1. I think he makes the move, right? If I'm sure, it looked like it. He does have Chica behind him. Is that Jonathan Clifford, the American driver, just coming into contention now? He has top 10 way in sight. Alex Brooks, let's go, says Amanda. He's doing a fantastic job, and he's been a great representative here in the GT Challenge Series, and a really, really good addition. Very fast guy. Chased Andrew Brooker down to the checkered line in Zolder. I mean, Alex definitely one of the unlucky ones when it came to Zolder, because, man, he started high, had an off, had a drive-through, ended up going down outside the top 10, ended up pulling himself back up there, inside of the top 10 positions, way up to P6, and just missing out at the end. Jan's putting Alex under a little bit of pressure now. It's very close now. Jem Matheson looking on the end now of Alex Brooks. This is what Andrew Brooker behind really wants, is these boys to start fighting. It looks like Briz is starting to put Yals under a bit of pressure too. But Alex, I think, will weather the storm. Let's go and just have a quick onboard and see what the exit is like for the 720S driver now that's done. Alex gets a fantastic drive out of there, and I don't think there's any catching him from the 720S driver. Fastest lap of the race from Matthew Belichick is starting to put the hammer down now. Ian Chica Thompson looks pretty close to J2. I'm sorry about the onboard here, it's very, very, very loud. Well done, Matthew, great move, he's doing fantastic. We all know he's fast, but never count out the pseudo racing boy of Tom Venters. Alex Brook, also Jan Brooker, Seaman, all very fast drivers. Ian Chica Thompson down 2 spots, but still holding firm in P10. Let's have a look a little further back in here. It looks like Ramsey's pretty close to Liam in the background, and Liam obviously involved in some sort of first lap incident. I do see a little bit of damage there. Was it just trying to chase it down? Roger Matt, one of our own as well. Also pretty quick. He should be quick, and Ham's, I think, out of this one. I'm not sure what's going on, but we'll go back and we'll look at some replays from the boys. So I think on the first lap of the race, there was definitely some archy-barchies. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's the mouse, it's not me. The number 8. So I can see if I see anything in... Again, I've not seen anything quite yet. There was an incident, or an accident, in lap 1, and that was from Justin as well. So let's have a quick look back at what happened here. And a little tap with Raki there. But yeah, the game just registering that for us to look at. So a bit of an accident back here too, on lap number 3. I believe that was Rory and the Ferrari. We can take just a quick look at that now. I think this was the move that was attempted to be made into Sayat. But Rory just gets a fantastic drive out of this corner. He tries to go. It was pretty late on the brakes. Maybe he thought the Ferrari wasn't braking, and that was the accident we saw on lap... I believe it was lap 5. Back to the action. Jonathan Clifford trying to chase down Raki in front. I think it's Lamborghini on Lamborghini at the minute. I can tell you the gap at the front is 1 second at the minute between Tom Venters. Mind you, it's fluctuating quite a little bit here. Definitely John getting the hurry on now, trying to look for his way past the Dutch driver of Raki. Nothing doing at the minute, but patience is a virtue here at Circuit de Catalunya. But this is one of the closest battles left on track. Did have a few yellow flags here as well, and an accident from the 992. Let's just have a quick look at that and see what involved. Maybe a little tap here from one of the drivers. Yeah, and a bit of door rubbing, I think, from the Scottish driver and the Lamborghini, but nothing onto us, and they both live to fight another day. Let's have a look at the front of this one, with Matthias Belgiot leading the way, followed by Tom Venters of the Suda Racing Team. Best lap of the race at the minute is a 43.7. That gap definitely increasing, I think. 1.5 and the fastest lap of the race as well. He's putting the hammer down right now. A lot of loving for Brooker, a lot of loving for Alex, and Matthias too, as well as obviously the Tom Sudo Racing Team. Matthias super quick, Sector 1, man. Super quick, Sector 2. Sector 3, he's probably got a bit more time in it, but that gap is 1.8 at the minute. Just about to see Tom in the background there. Alex Brooks just losing the back end of these, 2.3. Yeah, not too far away. Alan Bristol-Brown seems to be very, very close to Godfordona himself. Here's Eamon. The Flying Dutchman isn't going to be a mug to pass either. He's going to be super hard for the 738 to clear as they exit his search now, coming up into Worth. Briz with bags of experience though, and Adrian Nord. Liam Barker super close to each other too. I believe that must have been opposition between the number 8 and the 150. Stop and go for the number 22, I believe. So that's Hamza Marina with a stop and go penalty from the game. So that would make sense why he's got in the pit lane and come back out. Hopefully he can keep on going. Back out on track right now. That battle's kind of petering out, 1.7, 1.8. A little further back though, Adrian Norden and Bagger still fighting this one out too. I'm certain with a yellow flag somewhere in there. Towards the same area, so not sure what was going on with the number 98 there, but we can look. What happens here? Mateus again stretching his legs. What was this yellow flag for? Not seen it. Oh, there we go. Right. I'm going to say I've not seen something in towards, but yeah, that sausage curve just catching him out there. And yeah, Tom's not going to thank me for replaying that one. But it happens to the best of us. Big fights going off back here as well between Justin Pozowski, Ramsey Ramirez. I think Roger's involved here too. And I do want to get a quick look at the lights of Roger Mack just behind this battle here, because the livery they've got on tonight is absolutely fantastic. And again, if you are joining us late to this one, hello everybody, welcome back to round 3 of the GT Challenge Series here at Circuit Catalunya. The sun is setting, the energy is rising. Join us when we rev up and gear up for what promises to be an exciting race. And with 15 minutes down, it's certainly not disappointed. With the drivers lined up to top tier drivers, GT cars are all set for some on-track action. The twists and turns of Barcelona will test the skills and strategies of all the teams and drivers alike. With the championship points on the line, every position counts, every corner exit matters. So let's go, strap in and get ready for some high-speed action as the sun starts to set here in Spain. Don't forget to support and show some love with a thumbs up and subscribe so you do not miss a moment of the action out on track. Just in front of Justin, it does seem that Ramsey's pretty close too, so I'll have to check that one out. A lot of yellow flags on here. So yeah, my thing just catching up with itself. Roger Matt now. Let me see if I can actually get him. As you can see, the Batman and Robin livery there. You see Batman and Robin on the front of the car. What a fantastic livery that is from the Liverpoolian. Currently, I would say underperforming tonight, but he has a bit of damage on the front end of that car, so definitely involved in something. We did see Rory go off in front, trying to make a move on the Ferrari, and then Rog following him. But what a fantastic livery. These boys super close to each other, bit of rubber banding there. And did we just see Justin let back through? Oh my god, they're super close to each other. Oh, what a rizzle of paper between those boys. There's some strong fighting going out there. Meanwhile, the gap at the front has increased. Mateus Belgier pulling out 2.3. Alex Brooks on the last podium spot, but is hunted down by Jan Mavson. Raki with a yellow flag. So we've got a break in the action. Let's have a quick look what that yellow flag was for. Maybe a mistake here, was it? Similar sort of mistake going in to what I think is say it now. Where's that yellow flag? Was it just for the touch of the side there? Oh no, he gets round the Lamborghini Evolution driver. Does manage to save it. No damage on that car, so he will rev up to go again. But there you go, you're looking there. It looks like Brooke is catching up with these boys. Maybe these boys just fighting amongst each other. Let's go on board with Andrew Brooker, reigning defending champion of Season 1. See how the car's behaving. While we're on board with Andrew Brooker, a little recap from last week at Zolder. It showed Leon Hope secure another victory, showing everyone he is a title contender for season number 2. The race was filled with excitement, particularly in the second half of the race, where Liam Barker mounted a titanic battle for the last podium spot, chasing down Zeman for third, with Zeman ultimately just holding on and edging it. Meanwhile, Brooker found himself under immense pressure right at the end of the race from none other than Alex Brooks, who was chasing him down to the checkered flag. Another standout moment came from the fierce battle between Rog Mack, Sky Blair and Ian Chica Brown, the 720S driver. They kept race fans on the edge of the seats. Driving standards were exceptionally high at Zolder, and we're seeing more or less the same this week too, which is fantastic to see. That sun's going to start to set now. It will be in the eyes of our driver. It's really a pain in the ass to overtake Justin. As somebody that's tried to, I understand, and tell you what, Andrew's going to have a fantastic battle of these going in front of him. We're going to have to go on board with Jan because it's getting very, very close. But Alex just gets a fantastic drive out of that last corner, man. It looks super close. This is Jan's first round in the championship too, and he's out to impress tonight. But Alex just gets such a great drive out the last corner, it's made it near on impossible. Alan Britton Brown now with Jen Stalnhouse behind. That is another Ferrari behind. I think that's probably Hamza, who did have the penalty. But Jens putting him under a lot of pressure. The F-Bar Roll Racing driver hasn't had it his own way. Currently P7. Big bunch of points for the boys. But Jan and Brooke are very, very close as well. As we head into this one, it's good to see some support on the chat from Geeky, from Amanda, from DIRC as well as Peter Van Nobelen. And if I said that wrong, I apologise. Maybe the Pseudo boys will get a good laugh out of that one. So is that you, Peter Ackery, then, I believe? I keep seeing the Pseudo boys come up on my feed. One of the lads is a DJ. He has a life-size Harley Quinn cut out in the background while he does his thing. The mixes is good, but if I was his wife, I'd be a little afraid he's cheating on me with that cut out of Harley Quinn. But each to their own, he's still a good DJ, so. Alan Bruce Brown chased down by Jens at the minute. That's pretty close. As they come into the last corner, that was the RSC chicane into New Holland. Now can the Aston Martin driver of Alan Britton Brown, the 738, get a drive down? I think he's done just enough. So we're starting to look in at the territory of pit stops very soon. People will be looking at their pace, understanding if they could get an overcut, an undercut, starting to factor that in just a little bit. As we're looking at this battle now, Jens seems to have closed down on Alex Brooks again. There's your gap. This is for the final podium spot. There's a long way to go in this race. 38 minutes still on the clock. These boys have fought tooth and nail. Andrew behind doesn't look like he's got the pace at this particular moment of the race. However, if these two do start to squabble over this position, not work together, it's going to see the Porsche driver close right back in on him. Jan doing a fantastic job, the number 17 720S driver. Meanwhile, the likes of the boys out in front, you can just about make Tom out there. Coming round the Sedabel. And Mateus looks like he's commanding this one at the minute, but I say never count these boys out. There's a long race to go. Anything can happen. It looks like a bit of understeer from the BMW driver, but every time I have seen him, he's aced the exit here and just got the better drive. But this might be a move, because it looks a lot closer than it has been, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to go trackside. Alex going defensive. Looks like a lot of wing being run on that 720S, just not to be able to pull in there. Again, Alex does exactly what he needs to do, but Jan's not letting this one go. He's a dog with a bone, the 720S driver, trying to chase down the BMW driver in front. Looks like Jens and Briz in a big fight. Rog Mack further back, but this one here for the podium. We'll have to keep aboard of it. Yeah, and Alex knows that he's under a bit of pressure here. Looking on the rear end of Alex Brooks. He's definitely going defensive into the corners. Into the pits comes Sky Blair. This will be music to Andrew Brooker's ears, seeing these two boys fight out in front. Oh, I wish my mouse came today, I really did. Here we go. Again, Alex just goes defensive. Is he going to be able to get the car stopped on the apex? He gets a little wiggle on there. Forces Jan just a little bit wide there. The BMW driver doing everything he can to hold on to P3 at the minute. Maybe Alex is going to start thinking about that early pit stop, getting some fresh rubber on, getting into some clear air and trying his best to form a gap, because this is allowing the 992 driver of Andrew Brooker into contention here. Who's going to blink first between these boys? As you were at the minute. Tom's not letting Mateus go either. It's 3, 4 and 5. Meanwhile, back on the ranch is Roger Mack trying to make something happen here. Oh, does he go around? He does, and that's a quite fantastic move by the Liverpudlian driver in the background of Roger. Oh, tell you what, the Ferrari just struggling there. Maybe opportunity for, I believe that's Nod, right? The number 15 there. And maybe come into the pit lane and maybe figure something out there. But Eddie Nod doing a fantastic job up to P15. So yeah, super close here. It's a battle we're going to have to keep an eye on between P3, 4 and 5. Of course, we had the older summary from last week. Alex, one of the standout drivers who chased the Beetle in the background down to the very line. This is Circuit de Catalunya. It's a track prominent to every motorsport venue. It's located in Mount Mello near Barcelona, Spain. This iconic track spans over 2.8 miles, or a total of 16 turns, with a mix of high speeds, corners and low speed technical sections. This variety makes it a challenging track for all the drivers and incredibly difficult to find the right balance with the setup. Jan is going to wind up and go again, and it looks like Alex has peeled off and got into the pits. It's time for the BMW driver to put a fresh pair of boots on there. It's released Jan, it's released Andrew to go down and chase some lap time. We'll keep an eye on Alex Brooks. See if he managed to make a clean pit stop and get out there. He definitely looked, he was struggling with the grip levels out there. It was allowing this M20S and the 992 to catch right up onto the back of Alex Brooks. But probably a wise decision there to put a fresh pair of rubber on and try and get out into some clean fresh air and set some laps. So as you were, Jan's going to be looking at this one. He's going to be trying to put in the quickest laps he possibly can to try and overcut Alex. Alex Brooks first out of the crew there. We'll see how they get on as Jens is super close here too, I believe. So Ambrose Brown, this one hasn't been let go by the German driver whatsoever. It's good to bloody see. But I do want to keep an eye, obviously, on Brooks, on Jan, and on Brooker, respectively. When Jan goes into the pits, when Brooker goes into the pits, and just see what that gap is saying. What happened there? There was something happened. There's big smoke being thrown up there, and it's allowed Andrew Brooker to get through on Jan. The number 17, there was a mistake there into the corner, and Andrew Brooker goes into P2 of this race. Mind you, did I miss Tom coming into the pits? I think I bloody did. Out in P19. What happened there for the number 17? It's not come up quite yet on a yellow flag warning, but something definitely happened there. Tom, meanwhile, into the pits. Yeah, nothing's up on my counter quite yet for the number 17. We have a yellow flag for the number 8. That'll be Liam back, right? So let me quickly look back on what happened here. For the Liverpudlian from Runcorn, England, professional dream chaser and full-time worker for the Legends of Motorsport BAC. Oh, he gets onto the grass on the entry. I think I'm going to hazard a guess and say that's exactly what happened to Jan there. But we do not have the replay for the 720S driver, and that's going to help the likes And I think Mateus into the pit, right? Is he into the pits? Why is Mateus out there? Yeah, I think Mateus is. I'll tell you what, we've got a graphic that will probably help us with this more or less. So let's just have a look at the mandatory pit stops and see who has taken theirs and who has not. So yeah, as you can see that. Why is what? Right, Jens is into the pits, which is confusing because it's having him down as P1. And I think that may have been Jamie coming out the way of Mateus there too. So yeah, it's saying Mateus is in P2 of the race. It's mandatory pit stop. Tom, the first one to blink with the pit stops, and the first one out leading the way. Alex Brooks has managed to do his pit stop. Jamie Quinton, Sky Blair, Ramsey Mears, Doug Tilley. Oh no, what's happened to Winchika Thompson there? Is he out with this one maybe? That was a 44.9 last time around. Something has happened at the front of this race. And you show the fastest laps of all drivers. We'll have a graphics here. See what's going up there. So I can show you their personal best, I think. I'm not 100% sure on there, but these are the fastest laps from all the drivers out on track at the minute. DIRC. It takes Fellowship with the fastest lap of the race of a 43.5. Obviously, the likes of Tom Ventners have taken his pit stop on a 43.9. Followed by Jan Matheson, a 44.6, a 45.1 from Jonathan Clifford. Andrew Booker into the pits, Zeman into the pits. There's a lot of moving parts right now. David Starr also into the pit lane. They're the fastest lap so far. DIRC. From the boys doing their thing. So I've got a lot of flags here, and it was Jan that I wanted to look at the 17, but nothing came up for Jan at the minute. Number 22 is coming up a lot, and that would have been Hamzat as well, who I think still in the pit lane, maybe parking it up. We have a yellow flag here for the number 13, and this was Andrew Brooker. A quick look at what that was, right. So you got a yellow flag for coming out the pit lane. Is this... What happens here? Why is there a yellow flag for it? Oh, that's Alex Brooks just in the background. That was the position, right? That is what we wanted to keep an eye on. The racer leader is into the pit lane. And this is it. This is what we were looking at. Just before the start of this one, we saw the likes of Alex Brooks leading Andrew Brooker and Jan as he came into the pit lane. Andrew's managed to make that jump. Jan yet to take his pit stop. It's a 44.3. That would have been a great race made. Listen, that's fantastic, brother. In the qualifying, in the practice sessions, I think I set a PB of a 43.2, and I'm pretty sure we could have, what is it? Gone into the 42s as well. The track being there. You should be sweating. You're doing a fantastic job. It's not easy to keep the likes of someone like the Pseudo Racing Boys behind. Keep going. But yeah, at the minute, Andrew Brooker's just made that jump. Not only did he jump Jan in the mix there, but he's managed to jump Alex Brooks. But we know from Zolder, Alex in that BMW M4 is mighty strong. It's out of the pit lane now. Tell you what, let's have a look very quickly. I know these boys are super quick, but I do want to look at the gap between Tom and Mateus here. There you go. Minute just in there saying he's sweating. Nice of the driver you're looking at right now. It's Mateus, and he has the likes of Tom Venters behind him. The gap is 2.8. I think Tom's pulled a little bit of time back, maybe inside of the pit lane, perhaps not. But back to Alex Brooks now, who's fighting. It always confuses me with these two guys. And I've got Andrew Brooker, and I've got Alex Brooks. So it's not easy. Can't go through Melina Loop. What? welcome, my dude. Fantastic YouTube channel. If you got the time, go check him out. Drop him a subscribe. Well worth it. Andrew Brooker, P6 at the minute, but guys in front yet to take their pit stops. Bracky yet to take it. Adrian Nod, and Jan is in the pit lane now. So this is it. How much time did Jan lose? So what I want to do is, while we're on board with Andrew Brooker here, as we're coming, where was that? I think we came around the Sababel into the Eurocar now, into the Rack Chicane, now exiting onto the sausage curves, coming into New Holland. We're looking for Jan Matheson. Why is Alex back into the pit lane again? There's got to be something wrong with the car. Alex Brooks is in. Where is Jan? We're looking on the left-hand side of the pit lane exit now. Do we see? It's very good of Doug to come out of the way. I don't see Jan coming out. Where did he come out? No, he has come out. He has come out, and we missed it. He did just... Oh, there we go. There we go. The number 13 jumps Jan. He jumped Alex. The 992 driver's tyres have got to be up to temperature. Jan's looking on the inside now to try and get his own back in. It's all-out action racing. The 992's pull a bit of a blind, and Jan puts it inside. The super close coming into Repsol now, into Singer. Brooker's going to have the inside line here. He just needs to try and hold it a little bit, trying to understeer. Jan's not letting this one go. What racing, what strategy. That was super close. And what happened? Oh no, I think I know what happened there. I'm just trying to find Alex Brooks. He had a drive-through. Alex Brooks had a drive-through. He was part of this titanic battle between Andrew Brooks and Jan. Jan's still trying to put the 992 driver under a bit of pressure. I think he's just about put him off there. Tell you what, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I apologise for that camera angle. Let's get on a better one. It looks like someone's getting pretty close here. Here we go. Tom Venters, this is for the lead of the race. Oh, he sends it. Does he manage to get it stopped? And a bit of traffic up in front of him, but that's a change for the lead of this race. Tom Venters, the Assetto Racing team, coming back past Mateus, but Mateus has shown he's bloody quick. Hopefully he's not put wet tyres on. Tom Venters hasn't had it his own way this race. 23 minutes to go with, I think that's Ramsey just in front of him. He is going to get the blue flag very soon. Hopefully he can come out the way of the race leaders where it's safe to do so. But at the minute, Tom's found his nitrogen oxide button again. Tell you what, it doesn't look good for Tom into this section because there's nowhere for Mr. Ramsey to go. And as I've just said that, I think there's been a change for the lead between Andrew Brooker and Jan. The super close. The super close. God, I wish my mouse was working. They were a lot closer than that. Yeah, clearing a bit of traffic there. P3 and 4. Tace and Tom still locked in an eternal fight and battle. Ian Chico Thompson yet to take his pit lane there. Good evening, Christopher Bissing. I did see your football game the other night. I was going to message you. I'm glad Poland got the result. Did see the face paint as well there. But what a blinder, man. Andrew Brooker playing it safe, getting the overcut in the end on both Jan and Alex Brooks. And Alex Brooks with the drive through, and it's got to be from pit lane, right? It can't be track limits. Oh, that's such a shame. We had an all-out fight. Till 34 minutes left of this race. Mateus, is he getting close? It looks like the 83's put his foot back down again, and he's on the ass end of Tom Venters. Coach driver should be doing better. I know they're super quick. All these boys have been fast. Mateus, Tom swapping positions like it's going out of fashion. Just in case you haven't missed it, or you have missed the start of this race, hello everyone and welcome back to round 3 of the GT Challenge series. It's been a fascinating race so far with 20 minutes still left on this clock. Matthias and Tom locked in a battle from the very first corner. Swapping positions, Tom's got back round him again. Jan Brooker and Alex Brooks in a massive fight. Alex Brooks goes and takes his pit lane, tries to get on a fresh pair of boots. Brooker jumps him. Brooker jumps Jan into the first corner. What an overtake that was. Jan's just come back at Brooker too. It's all to play for. Meanwhile, Jamie Quinton and Alex Brooks seem super close together. Let's just keep on board with this for just a second, see what the drive is like. Out of the last corner. And it looks like Tom's going to be able to hold on. Good drive out of there. It's going to take Matthias from a long way back to be able to actually make a move there. But Tom feels the need to try and break the draft just a little bit. Meanwhile, back on the ranch, let's have a look what's happening back here. It's Alex Brooks trying to make his way back up the field. P11 now after his drive-through. Such a shame there from Alex Brooks. He definitely has the pace, but he just needs to be careful. He has the likes of D-Star and Jamie Quinton in front. Again, David Starr not been gelling with this track this week, but has been trying to put the laps in, trying to make it work. And has shown up tonight, shown a lot of skill and commitment. I tell you what, they'll both do well to try and keep this block behind here. Alex Brooks with a good drive out of the last sector. He's going to try and set the Aston Martin driver up for Jamie Quinton as they come down the start-finish straight. That Aston Martin is super bloody quick though. Here comes Alex Brooks. Jamie Quinton tries to go defensive. Alex Brooks goes up the inside. We're coming into Elf now, side by side. Can the boys keep it clean? They do indeed. Professional driving, well driven by both Alex Brooks and Jamie Quinton alike. Into the left, right, into Renault now. Matthias. Oh my god, it's close. So Alex Brooks is trying to just tick off another one there. It was close. Down to there. But Alex Brooks was with David Starr in front of him. Looks a lot closer than what I had it at. It is now 8 attempts. It's 5 attempts. What is happening here? So yeah, just a concertina effect, I think. Initially, I think it's a better line by... Oh, hang on. He gets a good drive out of it. Could be able to play with. 0.4 of a second. He's going to have the draft. Could this be another position change? I think it's probably going to be... Tom is going to have to defend this one. It's going to be close. Here comes Matthias Belcher, the limited speed driver. There is car coming out the pit lane too. Tom goes defensive. Back on his natural line. Alex Brooks lining up David Starr, I think, in the background there too. Thank you to Liam Barker and Justin Pizzotti for keeping going in this race. Tom with a bit of understeer there at the exit of Renault, but he makes it work. I don't want to miss a thing, but Doug, Tilly and Justin locked in a great battle too. It's so close, man. Flames coming out of the Aston. 18 minutes left of this score. 0.4 of a second by the boys. If you haven't already, do consider hitting the like button. It helps massively. If you're watching this one back, don't forget to hit the like button also, and maybe comment on the stream. It's been entertaining. Jan Matheson hasn't shaken Brooker quite yet. It looks like a bit of an incident back there between Alex Brooks and maybe David Stowe. I have a bit of a warning flag come up. Definitely looks like Tom's got a bit of understeer on the initial entry. Number 27, which is D-Star, Jamie Quinton, super close to each other. I just want to make sure that these boys aren't overtaking one another and we miss it. Coming in through Eurocar into the right chicane now. Oh, Matthias looks quick. Tom always gets a good drive out of here, but really good. Sparks being thrown up. The sun is setting. There'll be another opportunity now. Down to try and make a move. Tom being pushed all the way here. Jamie Clinton trying to eye up David Story too. Justin on the back of Liam Burke now. Barker. I'm never ever going to be able to say that right in my life, I don't think. So boys, with 16 minutes left of this race to go, locked in a titanic battle is Tom and Matisse. I'll just take a moment of time and a quick word from our championship sponsor BP Tuning. Are you looking to elevate your gaming experience on ACC or in the new Le Mans Ultimate? Then look no further than bptuning.net. As one of the premier websites, they offer the very best setups for all the cars in both racing sims, ensuring you have the competitive edge out on track. You can find the setup and coaching links in the description below for BP Tuning. Tom definitely under fire a little bit, but he's been in this position probably a million times before, and it's super quick, super impressive by the limited speed driver. There is other action happening out on track, but I always want to judge how close Matthias is here on the exit of New Holland, just to see if they maybe move on for the lead. And this looks a lot closer, right, ladies and gentlemen? We may have a move for the lead of this race. Coming down the start finish now. Will there be a move coming into L? Matthias is looking for it. Onto the brakes. Tom sees it. Oh, God. These boys are just playing with fire, the pair of them. Not an inch given, but they're very aware of where each other are. Meanwhile, Ian Chica Thompson and Sky Blair very close to each other. Thompson's still going. Thank you, my friend. Doug Tilley hasn't let this world war. Hamzat is in the pit lane, but he's not risking that pit lane start for the next race. But I think Ian needs to take his actual pit stop as well, so Sky maybe just better letting Ian go by, and, well, I tell you what, not having any of it. Yeah, a pit stop being made there. Oh, yeah, very close, but it's a theoretical position at the minute. Oh, they're pushing each other, right? That's as close as you like. Ian Thompson putting on a show. He's going to be a little disappointed as a 720S driver from Scotland, down 9 positions. Defense from the number 7 there. Nice, and a switchback from Ian Chica Thompson. Well done, and he gets through. And there's number 7 probably thinking, well, there's a pit stop involved there. Meanwhile, look at this. Once again. Enough there. It's going to take a bit of a dive from Matthias, I think, from here at the very least, to put something on Tom from this distance. Tom just covering it off into Elf. Honestly, at this point, I think it's going to take a mistake from one of these drivers to skip this deadlock, essentially, because I think they're going to be like this till the very end. Super close, lean back and Justin as well. Bit of traffic up ahead for the boys to navigate. Differing lines there. Round Repsol to see it. Well, let's hope that traffic is not a factor. I wish I was there. We wish you were bloody in this one too, Chris, but I know I saw you on Call of Duty earlier on, so this lead battle is going down to the wire. 12 minutes to go is what we love to see. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, before the start of the race, to strap up, strap on, and let's get ready for some high-speed action. And we've had it from start to finish. A show been put on from the pseudo racing driver and the limited speed driver. Into the Sunderbell. Mateus just has to let that one go. Definitely were a better drive out of the traffic coming up now for P1 and 2 into Eurocar. Hopefully they catch him towards the start finish a little bit. It's definitely one of my favourite overtaking spots is Eurocar, I think. You can catch a lot of people out. That was Leon. Well, do give Leon our love. Say hello from me, Lorna, and Izzy as well. Here we go. There may be a move on here. Tom might just be benefiting from the slipstream ahead. Tom goes very defensive. With a car in the way now for Mateus. Mathias gone round? No way. Side by side. Room given by both drivers. Well done to both of them coming through Renault. Tom Venters just about holds on to it. With championship points on the line, every position counts. And big thank you to the number 7 there for just coming out of the way of that battle where it was safe to do so. Every corner exit now counts. Every throttle, every brake in application for these 2 drivers in front counts. Tom Venters just about leading the way from Matthias. Jan Matheson doing a fantastic job. He's going to hold P3 at the minute, followed by Andrew Brooker in P4. Zeman, and Alan Brown. That was funny. I called him Andrew Brown. Jonathan Clifford, P7. Let me just have a look at the positions gained and lost, because John always seems to find a different gear when it comes to strategy and picks up a lot of spots. David Starr up 10 spots. Jonathan Clifford up 6, like I said. Zeman up 4. Look at this. They're super close. Raki up 7 spots as well, man. Nord as well, having a fantastic race. The Dutch racing drivers tonight doing a fantastic job. Oh, we're going to see a move here maybe. Tom, again, still gets a fantastic drive out of the last corner here at New Holland. But it's good to see the pseudo racing boy being pushed to an actual race here in the GT Challenge Series. This is round number 3, and this is Circuit de Barcelona. Oh, Matthias just has a look there, trying to pull Tom off his line. Under 10 minutes left of this one to go. Through Elf now, into the right-hander of Renault. I'm doing a fantastic job. But yeah, big winners at the minute for the positions gained by the very least is David Starr up 8, Raki up 7, and the likes of Jonathan and Adrian Nord up 6 spots. Doug Tilley always claws away from the back of the grid, also up 3 spots. Also Tom Tussell up 1, 2. A big thank you to the likes of Justin Pazowski, Liam Barker, Ramsey Ramirez, Ian Chica Thompson, and Alex Brooks, of course, who had that drive-through, but has clawed his way back up to P8. Some good points involved here. These boys doing a fantastic job. But there's a big fight going on, and there's fights all over the actual grid here too. Every race, he's a bit off, unless it's really competitive grid. Jonathan always starts from last. No, Jonathan did qualify, but even to my surprise, Jonathan was just outside of the top 10 spots. Jonathan Clifford, obviously a professional esports driver, pro F1 driver, AOR Tier 1 driver. So it would show that the practice the boys are putting all week really has paid off to have a gap on someone like that. Maybe John's just not with the quickest of qualifying in that Lamborghini, but I do want to point out there is ballast as well, and Jonathan Clifford is one of many drivers on there that is carrying plus 10. I think Jonathan's got plus 14 kilos. Andrew Brooker's got 14 kilos. Jonathan Clifford has plus 16 kilos. Leon Hope, being the championship leader, is not here tonight, but we wish him well. He would have had 20 kilos. Zeman's carrying 18 kilos. I think David Starr's got like 10 on as well. So a lot of ballast on tonight for a lot of the boys there that you just got to factor in a little bit. With the likes of Andrew Brooker with 14 kilos on, Jonathan Clifford with 16. But you're right, Chris. He always seems a way, whether it's either with the strategy or with just making the right calls at the right time. He always seems to find his way right up the sharp end of the grid, and it's just fantastic racecraft. Matthias trying Matthias is trying absolutely everything. It's a fantastic result nevertheless if Matthias can keep holding on to this. With 7 minutes to go, Matthias has led the first half of this race, and to have someone like Tom Venters anywhere near behind or in front is a massive achievement from the limited speed drivers. Chris Penrose in the chat, good effort gents. I thought we were on for some good points for Team 12 there. Gutted that you got disconnected. Oh, that sucks. Obviously I don't see that personally inside of the lobby, but I usually do get a notification that somebody had left. A drive-through cleared for Justin Pozowski, number 44. Into turn 1. He's trying to go around the outside. Tom's going to have to give him room initially on the entry, but Tom's going to have the inside for, I believe, his Renault here. These two fighting tooth and nail. I'm so... Oh, no! We've had a big accident! A big crash! That is not the way we wanted to see that one peter out. We will have to go and have a look what happened there between the two boys. Because there was definitely some contact there. But nevertheless, the positions have stayed the same. However, it's probably not the way either one of them wanted that to go down. Let's have a quick look at what happened there on the replay system. Oh, so I think Tom hits the back marker just not coming out of the way of that fight there. He's tried to pull it back round, and obviously Matthias has been on the inside. And another hit there from the Ferrari driver. What is happening? So yeah, how much damage they've got, because I tell you what, Tom took a whack into that wall, right? A huge hit for the Aston Martin driver. Just don't know how much damage they actually had on the car there, and it was just wrong place, wrong time for the traffic, unfortunately. Obviously, nobody goes into this with the mindset of ruining somebody else's races. Forgive my French, it is 25 past 10, so shit does happen, you know? Nevertheless, Tom Venters still leading the way. Tace is there or thereabouts, just the gap has petered out just a little bit. Surely there's some, what is it? Apologies. Surely there's blue flags out in front for the 720S driver, right? Yes. There we go. And right as I said it. Oh, look how much he's struggling with the understeer there. I tell you what, this one might not be done quite yet. This one might not be done at all. The damage on Tom's car could be detrimental here, and we've still got a fight on with 4 minutes to go. I thought this one may have been over. I was definitely wrong. They fought it all over. It's not quite yet. I just want to take a big thank you to thank all the cars that came out on track tonight, whether it was through disconnections or accidents. I understand that's part of racing and it happens. I just want to thank each and every one of the drivers for the commitment, for turning up tonight, spending your hard-earned time with us, putting in the laps all week with the practice. We see you all, and it's fantastic to have the support of every single one of you out there. I just want to tell you that we're very proud to have each and every one of you out on the track representing the GT Challenge Series. But the damage on Tom's car must be super bad. That's taking nothing away from Matthias, but this battle is heated back up again. But Matthias also took a hit too. I personally think Tom's come worse off with that damage. I really do. Oh no, not by a back marker. There was a slight touch on the inside. Tom has been drifting out wide onto Renault a couple of laps when I've watched him, and it's just the understeer of that initial car, and it happened to be a car there. Had the line been a lot tighter, like you normally would have, mind you, it is the start of the race, group levels are going down, that car wouldn't have been an issue. Unfortunately, it was just the slightest of taps there, with the 720S being on that inside line. Maybe it's just the line Tom takes there then or something, because it's been understeering out quite a lot. Quick load is close. This is it. Roger Markov to P11. I think, honest to God, I think that Tom's got a lot of damage on that car. Also Matthias. But I think Matthias' damage is in a completely different place. But I'm taking nothing away from either one of these drivers. And again, down to the McLaren that was just in the way there. I don't think it was intentional whatsoever. Just wrong place, wrong time, slightest of touches. Stream Elements telling me Justin is really English. I cannot bloody fault him with that. But we're down to the last couple of laps here. For round 3. 32 laps down, and I think we are about to be 33 laps with the last lap of the race, and it'll behoove us to move off this battle. But it looks like Tom's going to have to try and hold on to this one. He does have some support in the live chat. This one nearly over. Watch Mac and Jay Quinton. Can Mac get himself up into the top 10? He hasn't got an easy car to go about to do it, though. Here we go. I think this is going to be the last lap of the race. It certainly is. I should do this for a job. Here comes Matthias. It's going to be his last opportunity, especially into Elf. That wide. Switches back. He's going to try the same thing he's tried for the last few laps. He's got a much better run this time. I think that's the position done. Oh, that's the position done. Whether he can come out wide now. Tom's going to try tuck back in, but he does tend to understeer out this way. And I know that he was doing it before the damage there too. It may just be a difference of lines there, but I was just about saying that the damage there to the Aston Martin or Tom Venters may be contributing to it, but nevertheless, new race leader, last lap of the race, it is Matthias of the limited speed drivers. And to be fair to these two, the positions has been swapped for the last hour. They've changed at least 3 times between these two. Tom having the better in qualifying. Matthias, the first half of the race, showing his will. Tom making his way forward, making that move in the second half of the race. A little accident there between the back marker and Tom and Matthias. Oh, Tom is wiggling out wide. Holy crap. He's trying to give it everything. The Aston Martin driver. He does give it an extra dimension. I like your thinking. And this is it. I think Matthias, the limited speed drivers, he's got to navigate just a couple more corners. Is he going to take home victory for round number 3 of the GT Challenge Series here at Circuit Catalunya? Navigate a Duracar into the RSC chicane now. One more corner for Matthias into New Holland. This is going to be it. He's going to take home victory. This is the driver, the man of the hour. It is Matthias Belashet, followed by Tom Pseudo Ventures behind him. Well done to both them boys. They do deserve an absolute medal for that. Where is Jan in all of this? He crossed already. Well done to Matthias. The little boy's just crossing the line now. I apologise because he's coming up on us here. Did you know it's going to cross the line too? Well done. Up a fair few spots there. Here comes Ramsey across the line too. This is MZ going to cross the line now. Well done to the boys. That's Briz just crossing the line in P6. Well done to the 999 of Jonathan Clifford. The number 8 crossing the line there now. Alex Brooks did claw his way back up into P number 8. That is David Starr. Jamie. Why are they so close to each other? We had a yellow flag. We've had a yellow flag. Rog Mack and Jamie Quinton, I think, sat together, and I think he's let Jamie go. That's very sportsmanlike of the two drivers there to let one another go there. Number 46 is coming across the line and to finish his race. A 2-1-3 of Rakimiji. The 100JC racing driver is going to bring on P12. And the 2-1-1 of Mr. Rachel Rory Horse. Well done to Raki. Well done to Rory. A fantastic drive by the pair of them. Good to see Rory out there too in the Lamborghini Evolution 2. I think Justin Psosky is going to bring this one home too. Well done to Matthias Belashet, the limited speed driver, brings it home for his first victory in the GT Challenge Series. Hosting today, I hope you are indeed, buddy. We did qualify, and we've got a race under our belt with all the boys. Fantastic. Tom and Matthias put on a show, man, as well as Jan and Andrew Brooker and Alex Brooks. They did a fantastic job, man, too. I'm so pleased. No, I'm sorry. I think it's on me. I think there was a little touch with Tom there, with a back marker. I'll just quickly show you if I can. Number 16. Which I think this was the incident. I think he touches the McLaren Tom, and you were just on the inside, so it's really hard to judge without Tom's input there. But that was it. The end of this race. Appreciate everyone jumping in. We're going to hear from the drivers, or at least those that do want to have an interview with us on stream. So nevertheless, let's have a look. Who's still out on grid? Stay in the lobby if you want an interview. Yeah, let's pull some drivers in. Let's hear from them. Hopefully, Matthias is going to want to speak to us, especially after his strong race. I don't see him in the Discord quite yet. Let's pull in a few other drivers that are indeed in here. Let's hear from the D-Man. It's Batman and Robin in the live chat, in the interview room with us right now. And for somebody that was struggling, or at least said they were struggling, I saw you were up at least 8 positions in the end of that race, David. How was it from your perspective?
I got a good start. There was a bit of argy-bargy at the start, and I think I managed to get 4 or 5 positions at the start. There's 2 or 3 corners.
Yeah, it looked like you were up 6.
Yeah, and then to be fair, just kept it like that. Jonathan had a bit of trouble with the driver, and he ended up being about 5 seconds behind me. And then he got it down to 2. Then I took my pit stop, came out pit stop, and he was 2 seconds in front of me after the next lap. So
yeah,
pit stop that lap.
Yes, exactly. I was just telling the stream as well with you know, with having drivers like that, they can make up a lot of time just within, you know, the strategy of it, where they've got a lot of people when it comes down to experience and that thing. And you'll get there, David. It's all about having that experience. I was telling the ladies and gentlemen at home also, this isn't a track you particularly gelled with all week.
No, when I've got 10 kilos of ballast as well. So, and I've never seen a 144 on this circuit. So to keep it in the 145s, 146s, complete entire race, I thought I did all right. Just kept it.
I honest to God, right? When the way we were going on, the way we were talking all week, I thought you were going to be back of the grid, and it's a stark contrast from Zolder. Obviously, you've kept it within the limits this week, and you've jumped at least 7 or 8 spots, right? You've absolutely... Yeah. I think you've excelled in this, I do. For say you were struggling, I think that's a solid result, David. It really is, man.
Yeah, me too.
You should be happy with it, buddy. And again, David...
Yeah, chuffed, actually. Good point.
As you should be. Massive, massive points. And, more importantly, I think you outpointed Mac there, right, at the end?
I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, right. I bet you don't want to rub it in. Super humble guy, David Starr. Well done from Sunny Scunny. I appreciate your time tonight, brother, and what a fantastic race. Well done, David Starr.
Right. Cheers. Thank you.
All right, brother. Right. I don't see Matthias in the chat yet either. Jan, you are live in the live commentary box with us. Now, that looked like an interesting race, my friend. Are you with us? Is the mic working?
I think so, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I can hear you absolutely perfect. I was just wondering, that was all. Listen, we saw you in a titanic battle there with Alex Brooks, who was out in front, who did the early pit stop. Then we saw Andrew Brooker behind you. And then somewhere in the lap, I think it was Worth, the little chicane bit in the middle of the section, I saw some dust being thrown up, and Andrew Brooker was in front of you. What happened? Did you touch the grass on the right-hand side?
I ran out of talent on just coming through and... just thought I was trying to make some ground up before pitting.
Yeah, trying to get that overcut.
Yeah, first and second and pitted, and I was like, okay, here's the opportunity, clear track, blah blah blah. Straight away threw it off the track. I was like, oh no.
Well, so, anybody that I mean, where did you qualify? Was it P3 or P?
Third, yeah.
So you held that position right into the end there. I mean, it was fantastic because we were watching it from Andrew Brooker's point of view, and we're like, oh well, Alex Brooks, he needs to pit because them tyres are definitely kind of going off here, and he's got the likes of you and Brooker, who was catching up because of the result of it. He peels off into the pit. So I'm thinking you two are going to try and do the overcut, essentially. Then, I think, next thing I see is, sure, you came out the pit lane. No, it may have been Brooker. It was one of you, and we saw a move, Andrew Brooker, into turn 1, just about getting... I think it was you that came out the pit lane, now I'm thinking about it.
I'm grinning like a fruitcake that just escaped the funny farm. I'm like that right now. That battle with Brooker, I think it was, in the yellow Porsche, it was like mental. I come out, and he was like right on me. I was like, oh, wow, okay, here we go. And it just...
Dude, that looks super fun from our perspective, man. We had a mint battle for P1 and P2 respectively, and then we saw you three battling it out. I think Alex Brooks just about he had another drive through as well that was in there. But yeah, listen, for someone that's coming late to the championship, essentially 2 of the 3 drop rounds are done with. You've come in tonight, and I know I was expecting you to be quick. But to be on the podium for your first ever GT series race, man, what a race, and well done to you. That gin diet is definitely working, my friend.
Yeah, no, I was not expecting that at all. I mean, like, I wanted to do well, and I've had to keep well behaved and everything, because I believe my partner Liz is downstairs watching, so I've had to watch my language and everything. And I better put in a good show. I did not expect to be anywhere near podium, let alone on it. So
listen, you've got that potential in you. You've got the speed in you. We know that. But to have a battle with like someone like Alex and Andrew in the first race coming in there exceeded expectation. And a big hello from the JR server and the GT series racing to Liz downstairs as well. Jan's been on his best behaviour. No swearing. So hello to the household.
Hopefully she's still awake.
Bless her. I wouldn't blame her if she's not, my friend, but nevertheless, a fantastic race, Jan. Well done, my friend, for tonight, and you put on a great show. The live stream absolutely loved it. Well done, Jan.
Absolute honour to run with you guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the opportunity. It's just great. I've had a ball.
You're always welcome, my friend. You're always welcome to come and jump in those races. And thank you for, again, being a big part of the live stream tonight. The racing was fantastic. Have a beautiful rest of your night, Jan. And a big thank you again for taking part. And hopefully it's not the last we see of you, buddy.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Take care, my friend.
Andrew, thank you.
Okay, apparently we're missing... I know Mateus came in here, but I think he's gone. So we didn't see him. And obviously Tom's not in here for their interview either, so hopefully those boys are all right. I know we're going through the interview channels at the minute, but honest to God, Tom and Mateus, you should be very proud of yourself for the action that you put on. Because it was...
Who's in the yellow Porsche? Brooks?
Yeah, it's Brooks.
Yeah, you put on a fantastic show. Both Jan and Tom, well done to you. I'm just going to pull in some more drivers here. And apologise if I missed you. So just moving on to our American Freedom team. Freedom units, as they want to call it. Jonathan Clifford, how are you, my friend? And yeah, I just want to always extend a big thank you for taking part in the series, as I always do. It looked like a tricky qualifying. However, the race, once again, has seen you climb right up the order. Can you tell us, ladies and gentlemen at home, what the race was like from your perspective?
Yeah, it was a pretty fun race. Good time. Got a little lonely after the pit stop, but had some good company before that.
That's the thing, right? It's most people on track would be happy with the, I haven't got that pressure behind me, or I haven't got that battle to contend with. Whereas someone like yourself has got that racing mentality where you wanna be seeing a car all the way to the end, trying to make them moves. And I get it again, but I think I saw you on the position table, and you were up 8 spots at one point from where you started. So again, the experience and the just the level that you're at, coming through there to come right through the order again and put on another good show. And again, another good bunch of points there for Team Freedom units. I know your partner, new racing dude tonight, is Justin. He had a drive through. The points not being collectively as a team yet, but again, just moving your way up the order. You did a fantastic job yet again in the Lamborghini, and from where you qualified to where you finished at the end of the race, yeah, again, a super professional performance for you, Jonathan. Well done, my friend.
Thank you very much. Thanks for putting it on again. Thank you. It's been a great time.
More than welcome. It's people like yourself and the rest of the boys out on track that make this thing worth it. So I just want to thank Jonathan. And again, if anyone's on his live stream and you haven't liked that button already, smash the like button, go over to Jonathan Clifford on YouTube and give him a subscribe. He's a top guy. Jonathan, I hope we see you next week at the next track, and I thank you for being here and thank you for supporting the series, my friend. Have a beautiful rest of your night. Cheers, John.
Have a great night, buddy.
All right, let's get into it, because we do have a couple of other drivers in here I want to speak to. We have one of our own. Raki, are you there? Is my voice coming through? Raki?
What?
Raki, can you hear my mic, my friend? We may be having some technical difficulties my end with Raki, but Raki and Mr. Nord here tonight, the cousins, both of them, had a fantastic race together. Do give me a shout, Raki, if you do get the headphones sorted. Just misjudged the back marker, no idea why he was coasting along the line. Yes, that's what I thought happened. We saw it on the replay a couple of times. No, mate, just left. Okay, Raki, no problem, my dude. All right, we're going to hear from the German Minister of Defense,
no,
Justin, the number 44. I saw you had a drive-through, I think, at some point.
I had a drive-through, I had a stop and go.
What?
Yeah, it was a terrible race.
Where are they all from? Were they from track cuts? Or...
Yeah, the drive-through was from the track cut. The last 10 minutes of the race where I thought, oh man. Yeah, alright, it couldn't get any worse. It was really a terrible race. I had a 30 seconds stop-go penalty because I went too fast in the pits.
Oh.
I was definitely not fast. My fastest lap was a 1:46.9. I did everything in the race. I think it just went terrible.
Yeah, it sounds like everything that could go wrong tonight did go wrong tonight, and it sounds like
Everything.
yeah, it sounds like the championship organizer was experimenting with every single in-game penalty that he possibly could get tonight, actually in the race as well. So
Actually, I thought I would get disqualified because I was too fast in the pits. I think I went in with 120 kilometers, so a little bit too fast. But I
Hey.
remember that I put it off.
I remember that you put this on, and I was just saying to ladies and gentlemen.
I put this off. I put the auto disqualification off.
Oh, okay, right. Well, that's probably a good thing, considering the amount of drive-throughs and penalties you got tonight. But if there's an award for the most penalties in a single race given Justin, you would have definitely won that award tonight. And
I wouldn't. Actually, Hamza did more penalties than me.
Oh, all right, yeah. I don't think he left the race. I think he stayed in it as well. And I do see the message there of.
But he had more than me.
Well, at least somebody. At least you know, you haven't quite won that prize yet, but still, Justin, an amazing championship you're putting on. Amazing commitment by you to keep on going, even with the penalties. It's so hard to not smile. I'm sorry. I'm trying to not rub it in a little bit.
I had some good fights with Liam and with Dark at the end of the race, so it was quite entertaining for me. It just didn't went good for me.
Exactly, yeah. You seem to be always in it, and I was watching towards the start of the race. There were definitely some times where you were fighting with certain people. I think you and Mac were super close at one point too.
Yeah, we were, and I had some fights with Ramsey and with Horse.
Well, at least it wasn't all bad, right? You know, there was some.
It wasn't all bad. I just hadn't the pace, and then the penalties had got me a little bit in trouble.
Exactly. So at least you actually, you know, you got some racing in tonight. I just want to thank you, Justin, for all the hard work you do. And I do see the championship table that has come over to me, so I will read that out briefly just before we head off. But Justin, a big thank you tonight, and well done for, I guess, keeping in it, my friend. Danke, Justin. Yeah. In fact, Justin, I'm just going to keep you in the drivers' interviews anyway. You can help, because you might remember stuff that. Well, I don't. We're going to pull Jamie in now and see what it's like from his perspective. We have the man, the myth, the legend that is the furry lover from Liverpool. It is Jamie Quinton. How was the race for you, Jamie?
You know what? Really good.
Good?
Really good.
The Aston as well. I know it's a new car for this season, or at least for this season from the perspective of the GT Challenge Series. How are you getting on with it, and how did you find it here tonight at Barcelona? Getting ahead of myself at Bathurst.
You know what? Like so I only started practicing yesterday.
Yeah.
And I hated it, and you know it just wasn't gripping and stuff like that. But going through practice today from about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I got with it.
Just found the groove.
Yeah, sort of found the groove, worked out what traction control and stuff like that, and you know, it went relatively well. Didn't crash into a wall, didn't, you know, kept myself out of trouble. So.
Where did you end up finishing in the end? Because there was so much going on in that race.
10th.
Yeah.
Mac right behind me.
I did see some at the end. I saw some right at the end, and it looked like Mac had returned a position to you. Was that?
Yeah, so in a little, like, sort of like what happened at Zolder between me and Liam.
Right.
I think I've took the corner, and then Max took the corner at the same time, and I've ended up spinning. And I said to Mark, I was like, listen, if that's my fault, you know, obviously get Justin to change the position back, but I don't know.
Well,
It's
either
on replay, so
yeah, I didn't catch it at the end. I just saw what looked to be Mac returning a position to you. I believe anyway, but it is. We'll review the.
it was literally right on the last corner.
It was, yeah. So I was watching you come across the line. I was, why is Mac going as slow as he is? But I'll have a word with Mac anyway. Jamie, it's always a pleasure to have you in, even with the limited practice that you had tonight and finding that groove towards the end. I'm glad that you had a good time with us and eventually found some pace in that Aston Martin and at least a cleaner race from your end, Jamie.
Perfect. That will come.
Hey, it'll come, mate. It's a long, long season. Jamie, as always, thank you for being here, my dude, and thank you for your time.
Mate. Thank you for setting that all up.
Legend, Jamie. Have a great rest of your weekend, dude.
I'll try, mate.
All right, brother. No.
See you later.
All right. Sorry to cut Jamie off there. We're going to bring in... Oh, look at him. He bloody went in, Mark. I was going to ask him for his perspective there, but he'll probably have to get off. We have Alex Brooks, who we're going to bring into the live chat. Hopefully, is another race, Alex, where I'm watching you, Brooker, and Jan have it all out. It looked like at the start of that race with them boys behind you, it looked like you were struggling for grip, so you decide to come into the pit lane to get a fresh pair of boots on, essentially, and just try and be able to find that pace again. And then once again, something's happened where you're in that titanic battle, and it looked like you had a drive-through. What was the drive-through for? Was it for pit lane infringement or track limits?
A lack of talent, I think that's what it's called.
There's a lot of that going around tonight, people saying that. I don't see a lack of talent on that grid at all. You've just done another Zolder where you've had to claw your way outside of the top 10 again and get yourself back in involved. But it looked like, ultimately, I saw you in practice. You had tons and tons of pace. We got to the race, and it just looked like them BMW tyres went off much quicker than the 720S behind you, and Andrew Brooker as well, who was also chasing you down. So the early pit stop, oh, what a race we could have had without that bloody without the drive-through, man. It would have been you three all the way to the end again, chasing down another podium once again. Alex, when is this good luck gonna start to come to the championship, brother?
I don't know. I think I need to see some like crystal ball lady or something. Yeah, I just sort of I had good qualifying pace.
Yep.
And I think I pushed a bit too hard right at the start to keep up with the Astons in front, and I did the same as Zolder. I just got like 2 or 3 track warnings straight away.
Yeah, you get that.
Quite conservative.
Yeah, you get them early on, and it's a detriment, isn't it? Once you start to see that pull away, you're trying to. But I mean, what we saw from our perspective is there was definitely a front pack. That being Tom Benters, Mateus, Jan, yourself, and I think Brooker was just holding on there at the back of you guys. So I would call that the front of the pack. And then, honest to God, buddy, I hope you watched the live stream, because you featured for a massive part of it until that drive-through, buddy. It was so fun. Again, you always give us some of the best racing we've had in this championship, and then it always seems that you get the kick in the nuts and you have to serve that drive-through, buddy. I'd go honestly, I'd go out and buy a lottery ticket if I was you, with the look you were due. And I must say, you had a lot of support in the chat from Amanda, who was there cheering you on every lap of the way, my friend. It's wonderful to see the support coming in from different people, from coming into the championship and coming into the live chat to cheer a driver on. So it's always fantastic to see. Alex, you do some luck, my friend. We're going to Bathurst next week. How? Oh God. Is that a good omen or a bad omen?
There's no luck. There's no luck due there. I've never driven it. So.
You've never driven Bathurst?
It will be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I do like 210s, 213 maybe. So.
Oh, I doubt it. I guarantee you, when we see you there, you'll be rapid as you are for every other round. But I just want to again congratulate you at least for your pace initially, and it's only a matter of time before that full race is put together by yourself, Alex. You deserve a massive pat on the back, and if not for the driver, we would have seen a massive battle for the podium all the way to the end of the race. Buddy. I know it's one of those things that happen, but big thank you, Alex, for being a part of this series. You've always got tremendous pace, and a massive support in the live chat for you as well, Alex.
Oh yeah, tack så mycket, Anka.
All right, my friend.
Yes, the tack on.
yeah, Amanda coming in there with a lot of love for you, and it's good to see. Alex, we look forward to seeing you next week at Bathurst, my friend. Thank you for tonight. Thank you for being a part of it, buddy.
Thank you.
Legend. Take care, Alex. Okay, I keep cutting people off there, and I apologise. Amanda, I hope you're very proud of Alex as well, because he driven a fantastic race. He just got the short end of the stick tonight with on-track penalties. Otherwise, he'd have been right up the sharp end. We're going to bring in our driver, Sky Blair, from all the way from California, USA. It's number 720S driver, Sky Blair. Sky, are you there? I think your mic's muted, but if you are there, do let us know. There you go. Unmuted. How was the race for you, Sky? How'd you get on?
It's going very well till like the last 5 laps when I spun around the can't remember what turn number it is, but it's the turn right before the chicane start at the end.
Is it the last chicane?
It was before the chicanes.
Right, so
right-hander.
Right, so it's Eurocar just before you come to the. I've got a track map here, so it's easy for me, Sky. Don't know. Honest to God, if I didn't have a track map in front, I'd have no idea what the corner name was. But I'm showing off here. Yeah, and a bit of an accident into Eurocar and the corner name is, and maybe span the car out, I imagine.
Yeah, it did. It allowed Jimenez to get about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
When I started going, he was 2 seconds behind me. They ended up overtaking me, so I lost 16th.
So where did you finish in the end there, Sky? Was it 17th?
Yeah, 17th.
So there's still some good points in there, my friend. How did you find Barcelona? Is it a track you gel with? You didn't seem as comfortable this week as you did last week at Zolder, perhaps. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Over the course of practice, I ended up getting like more confidence, so I was able to learn the track better.
Naturally, yeah. The more laps you do, the more a flow you get into it. But we're going off on to Bathurst next week, Sky. Is this a track you like, or a track where?
It's a track that I certainly like. Yeah.
There we go, baby. That's something to look forward to. I've been the first person that has come into the live chat or the actual driver interviews and actually said that they're looking forward to Bathurst, which is one of my favourites too. But it's good to know that we're going to see maybe a revitalised Sky Blair come out from Australia Bathurst.
Hopefully with not as bad of a ballast this time, because it's 6 kilos this race.
6 kilos. Well, I tell you what, while I've got you, I do have the championship order in front of me. Mr. Zeman takes P1 in the championship. Obviously, Leon not here tonight. Zeman on 67 points. I'm just going to try and find where you were. You are P13 in the championship on 25 points. Let me tell you, P12, 11 and 10 are on 26 points. So it's super close. But what I think that means is 28 and 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Yes, I don't think you're going to have ballast next week. In fact, you may have like -1, -2 ballast next week. So something else to look forward to, Sky.
Certainly.
And obviously, the time difference being that it's lovely to have our American drivers with us all the way from California. And Sky, we look forward to having you on track next week. And I'm going to keep my eye on you because you did say that you liked Bathurst. So I'm hoping for a revitalised Sky Blair next week. Sky, it's always a pleasure, buddy, and thank you for being with us on this this race night, as it always is. I appreciate you, my friend, and we look forward to seeing you at Bathurst, Sky. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all.
Take care, my friend. Okay, we just have 2 more drivers to interview now. We have Mr. Rory Horse and Tom in the chat. We'll go over to Rory first, the Lamborghini Evolution driver. How was your race, Rory?
It was both good and bad. The bad, nudging someone round.
Was it the Ferrari into Say It? Because we saw, I think we saw it on stream. Yeah, we watched. Yeah, it's not turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn 6, kind of first sector, and exiting into the second sector. We saw what looked to be a Ferrari in front of you coming into the left-hander, and I think he broke quite early. And obviously, you've gone up. You tried to go up the inside from your perspective. But the car in front of the Ferrari had just turned in, and yeah, at that point you were there. The Ferrari had turned in, and I watched the Lamborghini get spun around. I think you managed to keep it out the wall, though. So
yeah,
half the battle, you know, it's not. It's obviously it's never good to have that.
Responsible.
Yeah, well, naturally, yeah. I mean, ultimately, I think the Ferrari gets away with more damage than it needs. So you get away with not going into the wall. Nobody wants to see it, but still, you know. if you no longer go for a gap, you're no longer a racing driver, as a great man once said. But other than that, how was your race, Rory? Where did you end up finishing?
Yeah, just got my head down, tried to stay consistent, came in about 13th.
Well, that's, yeah, that's fantastic point.
With Raji.
Oh, there you go, Reki and Mr. Rachel. That's Battle of Lamborghinis, actually. I think Reki also sporting the Evolution 2. But yeah, on to Bathurst next week, Rory. Is it a track you like?
I like it. I'm not sure if it likes me.
Right. Just not sure if that feeling's mutual. But I don't think, yeah, looking at the championship at the minute, I'm just trying to find where you are in here, because I'm just seeing if you've got any like ballast coming into next week, and you are P9, so I think you're only going to have like 2 kilos of ballast next week, so it's not going to be too bad for the Lamborghini heading into Bathurst as well. I just want to say a big Cheshire Mash to the wife. That's Polish Rory, by the way. And yeah, big thank you for coming out on track. I know you were late in tonight. We're all a bit worried you weren't going to make it, but still, big thank you to you, Rory, for being a part of this, bringing that Lamborghini out and racing your heart out, essentially. And I look forward to, you know, getting to see what you can do over in Bathurst. Hopefully, staying out them bloody walls, Rory. Legend, Rory. Thank you again for being part of tonight. And a good recovery into P13.
Cool, man. Cheers.
Take care, Rory. All right, and last but by no means least is Big T. That is Tom Tunstall. And I think I've said your name right twice tonight. So it's an improvement, right? I even called Liam a baker as well for a little bit. I knew what I was doing, or at least I did as soon as I said it as well. How was the racing from your perspective? We saw at the start of the grid, you were towards the rear end of the grid, and I was explaining to the people watching that this is your first rookie season, especially with the championship, but not just the championship on ACC full stop. So it's difficult.
Yeah, I'm still at under 100 hours at the moment.
Yeah.
It's baffling considering how much I've been on it.
Yeah, I mean, oh shit, that's loud. Sorry, Tom, I've got a notification coming through there, mate. It's super, super loud on there. I've been meaning to turn it down. But yeah, you're under 100 hours, you're racing people that are literally 1,000 hours, probably, you know, minimum on this game. And to be on the grid and to do what you do, it's still super bloody impressive. And again, it's just trying to find that right balance of something you like and, you know, learning this track. Is this the first time you've raced this track on the ACC?
No, I'm quite familiar with the Catalonia circuit. It's more just, it was tyre temps. It was just...
How so? Too high or too low?
Probably too low, but
right.
It was just the temperatures. And then when I went in for my pit stop, I hadn't set my fuel.
Oh, brother!
And I had a shortcut on my keyboard, and I was trying to press it. I couldn't remember what key it was from last week.
No,
I was trying to press the key, and I was like, I can't get fuel on. And then I went out, and I thought, I don't know what to do here. I was literally trying to drive and
try and do that
keyboard at the same time and try and find how to change the fuel.
Yeah.
I had the hood off, I had the hood on, I had splash screen track map all over the screen. I was like, I don't know.
So not making life easy for yourself with your 100 hours on the game there, Tom. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to set it up properly and.
I would definitely, I'd definitely tell you to, you know, set that pit stop up before you start the race, because obviously, even for someone with 1,000 hours the game, you're still scrambling around and trying to race at the same time, and to do that, it's not easy. So I don't envy what you had to do there. But again, where did you end up finishing, Tom?
Last, it was 22nd.
But I think, was it a couple of laps down too as well? I think it was like one, wasn't it? One or two, isn't it?
I'd done. I was a scruffy sort of first quarter of a race. Ended up bumping into Justin, which I apologise for.
Oh, don't worry about it. He gets it all the time.
But like, it was just trying to keep the car in the circuit in a straight line as well. It was just the traction control was there, but it was just the temperatures.
Yeah.
It was the temperatures or the pressures or something.
Well, I'm so glad that this season I'm nothing to do with the track choice or the track weather. So all complaints can be put forward to our resident German, who I think the race started off, you know, pretty okay, but as the race went on, the temperatures did drop, and so the tyre temperatures would have gone, and it would have just been a lack of grip, not only on entry, exit, you know, traction, everything would have started going away from you. And it's just a learning experience, Tom. That's all it is just a more track time and just being in more the races and just seeing how the car is and stuff like that. But Tom, thank you for at least finishing this race and actually, you know, and do it. And I know it's difficult, and I know nobody wants to do it, but still, you've done it. You've done it at Monza, and you've done it here too. Thank you, Tom, for being a big part of it. Not just blowing smoke up your ass. You know, I do really appreciate you being on the grid and your commitment to it too, Tom. With that said, we're off to Bathurst next week. I put the story to Rory. How would you get on at Bathurst? Have you been there before, or?
Yeah, I've done some of your.
The online nights.
Stuff.
Okay.
And then I don't because I was towards the end of the series one, the challenge series, and I couldn't remember. I don't think it was it? It wasn't in the series.
I'm not sure it was in the first one. It could have been though, but it's
Bathurst wasn't in the first season.
No, it was the first week. I set everything up.
Okay.
Set up a sim, and it was. I remember you were online, and it was Bathurst, and I'd done pretty well there, but it was in the BMW, so it's like.
Right.
I don't know, so yeah, I'll have to do some practice.
Definitely. It doesn't take prisoners, does Bathurst. Let's just say that. But as you will know, practice makes perfect. Unfortunately, it's not something that everybody wants to hear. But the more you do it, the more you're in the groove. The more you figure out, you know, what you can and can't do there as well. But again, Tom, I keep telling you all the time, big thank you for tonight. Big thank you for doing a part of it. And again, we look forward to having you out at Bathurst. And massive respect to somebody that's coming brand new into ACC with under 100 hours on this game and is coming to a championship like this. You've definitely got the spirit of racing there, Tom. And it's only a matter of time before that pace is on par with that spirit, brother. Thank you, Tom. Big thank you.
Eddie.
Legend, my friend. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend and a great night, Tom. Take care, brother.
You too. Thanks.
All right, bro. All right. I think. Oh, hang on. Let me just pull myself out. I was in there again. I pulled the wrong person out. So me and Justin are in here now. I apologise for that one. We'll just go off very quickly of the championship order. That Justin has very fast got this down on here. So Zeman leads the championship in P1. Leon Hurt P2. Andrew Brooker into P3 on 56 points. Leads Jonathan Clifford on 51 points. Then we go back to P5. David Storr, he keeps having these results and more ballast on his car. 36 points. Alex Brooks on 33, followed by Alan Brown in P7. P8, Matthias Belcher taking home P1 tonight. A fantastic effort by him and Tom Venters. I want to thank the pair of them for an absolute show there. It was unbelievable. Rachel Roy Horse there in P9, and top 10 is Chris Penrose still with only one race under his belt with 31 points. Fantastic result. Then we go back to P11, Roger Mack. Tom Venters in P12 there, 26 points. Sky Blair, P13. Liam Barker, P14. Jan, P15. We've had a good race tonight as well. P16 for Dirk Luke and Ramsey Jamiris, P17. Justin Kozowski, 44 in P18. Tom Tunstall in P19. And to round off your top 20s, that is Doug Tilley. P21 is Jamie Quinton. Jens Schallhaus, P22. Ian Chica Thompson in 23. Chris Gedman, 24. Raki tonight entering his first race, P25. Peter Rackery, P26. Adrian Nod in P27. Big thank you to everyone that's jumped in, and a massive thank you also to our resident Minister of Defence, Justin, for organising and putting on the show. With everybody there, danke Justin, we really appreciate your effort, my friend.
You're welcome.
That's yeah. Well, without you, none of it happens. A big thank you to Amanda, Alan Bruce Brown, Matthias, everybody in the live chat, Tom Venters, Richard Laws, the Drunk Gamer, Alan Bruce Brown, Chris Pizek, Raki, Peter, there was Chris Penrose in there, Jens.
I can say that the practice server will be online now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Set it up for Mount Panorama.
Practice session already up and running for Mount Panorama, but I do believe the weather gets set in kind of a day or so, something like that.
It will be sunny. The track is hard enough, to be fair.
Perfect.
It will be sunny, and we have an ambient temperature of 20 degrees, so it could be a little bit colder when it's getting to the darker. But we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think there should be some fast times with those sort of temperatures too, and if we go into some sort of darkness, it's going to throw up another element for the drivers. With that said, as always, a big thank you to our drivers that have joined us tonight for round number 3 at Circuit Catalonia, and everybody that came in and joined the live chat. If you haven't already, do consider supporting the show by hitting the like, subscribe, so you don't miss out on any of the action. We'll be back next week for round 4 at Bathurst, Mount Panorama, with the GT Challenge series. From me and Justin, from everybody else out on track that gave everyone at home a show tonight, a big thank you for your support. And as always, with this channel, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, peace and love. Thank you, everybody.